Hey there, everyone. Oh, hang on, I need to mute that. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Is that it? I can hear myself. What's going on? Have I got like the stream open? Oh, I have got the stream open. There we go. That would explain it. Right. Okay, let's try again. Hey there, everyone. Breadmower here instead of Ferret because she's not feeling too good. So I told her to get some rest and just to kind of take it easy a bit. Very busy again. Let me just reply to Jess here. Sorry, can't spell. Not sure if Jess has the audio on, you see, so I'll just do that. Okay, so yes, you've got me tonight for like maybe a long time. I don't know. I was going to do a Rogue Drone stream after this. I still might, with a little bit of switching around of channels and things. Yeah, well, we'll just kind of see what happens. Which is kind of how I wing all this stuff anyway, really. It'll be fun. Why not? Yeah, I can see we've got a few of the regulars here. Evening all, evening Z-Jack. Hey Anthony and Jess. Yeah, you can tell when it's going to be me because everything's all disorganized and there's no sort of background music or kind of cool cycling of things as the warm up slides. It's just my one static slide that I should probably update. I should get that interference and bread kind of Ferret avatar with my head that Ferret did. Mm. Anyway, I hope you are all good. So yeah, you got me for like 90 minutes of drawing, and then maybe some rogue drones as well. Okay, let me just see what that message is. No, that's all good. Right, I've had to make some minor changes here because normally I stream from my main dev computer that we use for most stuff, but actually I draw on my tablet, which I then sort of pipe into the stream. But it's been said a few times, hey, you're taking the easy way out using a stylus. We want to see you use a mouse. It could be fun. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I need to remember to press the right thing there. And hopefully this will work. There we go. Okay. Right, nice. Yeah. Yeah, as you might have noticed, we have had quite a few toilet-related things appear in interference recently. Not quite sure what's causing all of that, but it yeah, it happens. It happens. Oh, we're 50-50 here. Mm, which way is it going to go? Oh, it's going to be a tie break. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, random number generator. Okay. Blaming the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay. Oh, wait, no, hang on. I remember now. There's only a 60-second window where I can actually do what I want before you can start messing with this. Okay, right. I'm out of practice. I haven't really drawn anything in the last few days, so let's just kind of throw a door up here, and we'll just kind of like. In fact, maybe I need to just be throwing this all down really quickly because I've only got 20 seconds before you can start taking away my colours and things. This is a warm-up, I hasten to say. You can't quite see on the camera, but I keep sort of moving my left arm around because I'm actually left-handed, but for some reason use a mouse in my right hand. I don't even know how that happens, but I do find if I'm trying to sort of draw, I'm sort of making pencil gestures with my other hand. So let's kind of just sort of outline this a bit. I don't know. All the cool kids seem to do it in outlines. Wow, this is really different to drawing with a pencil. Well, with a stylus, because I'm finding it a bit strange actually looking forwards. Well, it's probably better for you though, because I'm actually looking at the camera for a change. Right, so let's get a little sign on here, like that. Maybe I shouldn't have done white, seeing as I hadn't coloured in the background. I don't know. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's get some of this. We get like a... Wow, this looks like a bear with no eyes. Just seeing bears everywhere with all of this talk of bears in the Rogue Drones channel on Discord. Now, you see, because I'm not organised like Ferret, I don't even have a bot hooked up to all this, so I can't be like, oh yeah, playing Rogue Drones and get it to send out messages about that. I should probably get her to send me her config for the bot system, so I can just copy what she does. Right, okay, so I've got a before and after. So I need someone who's kind of looking a little bit rough. If any of you caught my co-stream with Ferret yesterday, well, at least I picked up that jean colour before that happened. Is it Wednesday today? Yes, of course it's Wednesday because I'm doing this. If you caught my co-stream with Ferret yesterday, you might have seen her doing another one of her Jaffa Cake challenges because she hit 150 followers on Mixer. Well, it was last week, I think, but didn't do a... that'll maybe kind of work. I'm sort of thinking about doing someone a bit sort of hunched up, so and then I'll kind of like draw them here looking all kind of happy. So yeah, she was doing one of her infamous Jaffa Cake challenges, which was basically see how fast you can eat an entire box, which she did pretty well. I think it was just under 3 minutes. But I've previously done that, and you do feel a little bit rough afterwards. So yeah, there was a special offer on them when I was at uni, and so I bought too many and then decided to eat them all in one go, because I'm a fool. I feel like maybe I should zoom my camera out a bit, just because I seem to be kind of really close here. Don't know what that noise was. I don't know if you could hear that on my mic. There we go. That's a bit better. Right. So yeah. Okay. Well, let's go for someone in a grey top. So I mean, you kind of sort of, you'd be like hunched over. Kind of like that, maybe. And then they're going to be sort of like clutching at their stomach a bit. Yeah, that could work. And then afterwards, everything is all good, and they're all like, yeah, sauteed. Oh, thank you for the host there. Hey, Anthony. Oh yes, that's why I had the those windows open, because I was going to host myself, or host this from my channel. But then I realised, for some reason, whenever I mute the sound in Edge, it then mutes all of my system audio, so you can't hear my mic. I don't even know what that's about. This is why we sometimes get these weird audio things happening when we do the quiz on Sundays. Interactive live stream quiz every Sunday, 7 PM UK time on this channel. Oh wait, hang on. I can only say that once more without having to add in the complication of DST, because we do our DST change next Sunday, so everything will be all weird and complicated. Right, I've been kind of stalling in the hope that I might get my palette back, but maybe we'll just go for a grey person. Why not? Maybe they're feeling rough. Yeah, maybe they are feeling rough. Yeah, that makes sense. Is it helpful if people host you? I'll be honest with you, I don't really know what the stats are. Oh, thank you, Z-Jack. I've just realised I should draw Ferret while she's not here. That would be quite quite funny. Oh no, wait, hang on, wrong toilet. Uh, there we go. Good save. Yeah. Close enough anyway. Right. So, wow, she's going to be really offended when she sees this because I can't draw. Yeah, that head is entirely wrong, isn't it? Yeah. So, is it helpful if people host you? I'll be honest with you. I don't really know how these numbers work. I just know that it's a thing that people do, and I suspect kind of the metrics for it are included somewhere to do and kind of are all number crunched to sort of generate how popular your channel is. So I suspect it probably is helpful, but I don't have any kind of background to that. Sorry, I forgot to turn my phone down before we started because I'm really organised. What colour does Ferret do her hair? Um, Let me just try and find a picture. Oh, I should go for her avatar thing, shouldn't I? Yeah, so, right. Okay, blonde hair. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, so the idea of hosting is it sort of mirrors if you host a channel, you mirror that channel on your own channel. So what people tend to do is if they are just finishing up a stream, they'll host another channel, so you kind of pass the audience over. So like what normally happens here, or at least the last few weeks, wow, all the effort I went to of correcting that sign, and it's kind of just not even there now anyway. Yeah, as we've been doing the last few weeks, when Ferret does this show and then hands over to me for Rogue Drones, she stops broadcasting her stream and then hosts my channel, so you don't have to go anywhere. You see me over here, even though I'm actually broadcasting to a different channel. So yeah, it's basically just a way of supporting other streamers, sending your audience over to them. So there is kind of like an immediate benefit if you have an audience and then you're hosting someone. But as I say, I feel like the numbers are probably tracked somewhere for, I don't know what you call it, kind of empty hosts. So even if you don't pass over an audience, I think it probably does help. I see now I've kind of like got myself into a place where I need to kind of draw a face. Also, she has like no chin here, really, does she? Let's just sort of, well, she's kind of like got a net. Oh, great! Now it looks like she's got a beard. Oh my word, that was a bad idea. Okay, let's just see what that looks like. If I kind of go, okay, now it looks like, oh, great. It'll be fine. Yeah. Thanks for that, hey Anthony. Oh, I should get some hands on here. Okay, this is gonna be a bit tight. This is going to be very tight. Oh, thank you, hey Anthony. I just realised I haven't done anything to do this peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'll just sort of kind of get some thought bubbles going on here. Wow, that's really hard doing with a mouse. Right, is that sort of a bread colour? No, let's go brown bread. Now, not being American, I've never had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I always thought it was jelly, as you would. Well, as you would if you're in the UK. And then eventually, Bunnery told me, no, jelly is jam. So it's actually like a peanut butter and jam sandwich, which kind of makes more sense. Now, I gather you do this with grape? Is that a thing? So jelly's too hard to spread. Yeah, exactly. And everyone's like, oh yeah, peanut butter jelly time and all this. And I'm like, what? Why would you do that? Oh, in fact, maybe. Oh no, I haven't got an undo. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll get a quick bit of orange on there, so it's a little Jaffa reference, seeing as it's meant to be Ferret. I was going to say don't tell her that this is meant to be her, because she'll probably be really upset. But it's too late. It's on a stream. She'll just watch the VOD. Yeah, I think that's not too bad. That kind of looks a bit like a burger. Actually, I'm kind of happy with that. That's not too bad. But yeah, I never really understood it. People, oh yeah, peanut butter and jelly, and I'm like, what jelly? Jelly like Jello, as I guess you'd say in the US. Like, why? But yeah, peanut butter and jam. That kind of makes more sense. I'm not really into peanut butter, to be fair, though. It sort of kind of gets all stuck to your teeth and things. But yeah, Bunnery's really into it. Bunnery lived in the US for a while, so she's kind of into some of these things. We've got here alien hands. Get alien hands. Get your alien hands. Only $5 each. Or horse with Skittles pox. Alien hands. Looks like that might win. Yeah, hey Anthony, not being into grape. Do you not like grape flavoured things? Strawberry better than grape. Yeah. Strawberry. Personally, in terms of jam, for me, I think maybe raspberry is probably the ultimate jam. Had some scones the other day with a bit of raspberry jam on. We disagree on several things with scones. One, I call them scones, and Bunnery calls them scones. Also, she has butter on them, which just seems weird. But apparently I'm weird for not having butter on them. I don't think we have anything grape flavour in the UK. Yeah, I don't think we have much in the way of grapes. Although, I should probably start drawing, shouldn't I? Right, I'm just going to do sort of like a kind of like a sort of a stand here. Now, you see, if I need to think about it next time, but if I was Ferret, I would have actually done like a nice background and everything here, but I just don't think of that kind of stuff. Let's go for a nice red top. And I don't sort of think about layering of things. I should have done that first, then drawn the table over the top. I'm an amateur. I've been doing this for nearly 9 years, and I still suck, frankly. It's terrible, really, isn't it? On the subject of 9 years, IFX Day coming up, 28th of June. It will be 9. How mad is that? Wow, this just. I've just sort of dived in here, and I haven't really thought through what I'm doing. I was going to have like a jar with alien hands in, so okay, let's get some. I mean, what aliens? They kind of like have 3 fingers and a thumb, maybe. So right, I'm going to try and think this through a bit better now. So I'm going to kind of. Just looks like some sort of weird bird. Oh, thank you for the extra time there, Shazriv. How are you doing? I was going to try and get several of these in here, in this jar. I'm really bad at this. I really miss having a stylus. I mean, who are we to say what alien hands look like? I'm just going to undo that quickly before anyone realises I still have an undo button. So, right, let's sort of try and redraw this kind of a bit more like that. Hansy's saying I wouldn't have switched from the Surface. The game's made for it. Yeah. Well, literally, I suppose. Well, I mean, technically it wasn't. We didn't actually have access to a tablet until we got one as part of the Windows 8 Elite program. Well, it wasn't that, actually. We won something. There was like an app awards thing. It was Future Publishing, actually, the app generator contest. I don't know if you can see the. Oh no, it's off camera. I was going to say you might be able to see it in the background of the quiz, but it's kind of off camera, so I guess not. But we've got like a little certificate saying that we were a top 10 prize winner, and we won an Ultrabook, a tablet, which I still actually have here. Got like a little Asus, whatever that was, M310 or something. I still use it for testing things on. Because, of course, making my life difficult for myself, we still support Windows 8, so I keep that to test interference updates on for Windows 8. This is actually a disaster, I think, really. I mistakes were made. Well, there we go. There we go. Let's just go. Let's just go the whole way. Right, I'm going to sort of give this guy kind of like a sort of a banner here. Seeing again, I should have done this behind there. Um, mistakes are this game. Yeah, well, you make a fair point. Um, yeah, you know. Oh, that's the wrong size. Oh, I know it seems bad that I'm really bad at effectively my own game, but the thing I spend a lot of time working on it rather than playing. And aside from sort of the odd bit of testing, I don't really sit down and do any serious drawing until it's time for me to do this when Ferret's not around. So, I mean, officially, we're not meant to be writing things, but this is going to be so bad. Um, I'm just going to go for yeah, half a man in a jar has a green hand in a jar. Yeah, exactly. That's what's going to happen. I will actually, give him a face and stuff eventually. Alien hands. Oh, in fact, I can do eyes now. Let's sort of give him a bit of a mouth here as well. Can't really do any sort of lip. Oop, no, that's the wrong size. Yeah, probably should have clicked that. Close enough. No, in fact, his mouth would be black, wouldn't it? Because he's got it open. And then I should sort of draw some teeth around the edge of it. That would kind of make more sense. Oh, this is terrible. Honestly, I did this a few weeks ago, last time we covered for Ferret, and I did that amazing Friends drawing, and I was really pleased with it. I made it my profile picture and everything, and this is just trash. But what can you do? What can you do? Thank you for the extra time there, Jess. I could flounder around even more. Um, okay, let's go only. Let's actually, yeah. Writing with your wrong hand with a mouse is very difficult. Um, Again, you can't really see, but I've kind of got my other hand on my lap now, trying not to move it around because I was feeling self-conscious. But yeah, going back to what Hey Anthony said. Yeah, I mean it does work great on a Surface. We're even in apps for Windows Ink, which is the collection that they kind of push when you have a pen device. You get like a little pen icon in the corner of your system tray, and we appear in there. Um, and we actually get quite a lot of downloads from there. It was Bunnery's idea when she first noticed they were doing that. Oh my word! I just worry slightly that this looks like Hitler now. Okay, let's just kind of. I just realized that the mouth isn't very well defined, and it sort of looks like some sort of really weird mustache. Hang on, maybe if I. Maybe what I need to do is learn to leave things alone. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is a big mess. This is a big mess. I tell you what, let's just go thick on that, and we'll just give him a goatee. Uh. Oh dear. I know. Yeah. It's. Yeah. 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 Well. I was thinking. I just started automatically drawing myself. Oh, it's good times. Um, well, people will recognise this as me. Oh, I shouldn't be allowed to draw in public. Um, it's just something about that is really entertaining me. Oh dear. Oh. Yeah, 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 I mean, I'm gonna have to put Vidaka on the shirt. I think. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's just make it into me. Um, oh, oh dear. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, right, I haven't sort of got any useful colours for doing the hands, so it does look like I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. And oh, thank you, hey Anthony. And I've just kind of got the my hats, like the sleeves pulled down over my hands. But there we go. I get some. Okay, I accidentally did a sort of a vaguely kind of thumbs up shape there, so I might do that. Wow, wow. Oh dear. Well, you found it all day. Yeah, I do appreciate that. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, originally I was going to do that desk that's out of the memes where it has like the something 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 change my mind banner on. So I was going to do alien hands down there, but I wasn't sure if it would come out too well. So instead, I kind of did this sort of nonsense with these poles, but then didn't want to draw over that, so just bent it out. I mean, this is terrible. Oh, and I look really fat, or fatter than normal. I don't know. I think there's a certain charm to that, really, isn't there? I wonder if I should sort of do a ferret style nose. What does she do? She does sort of like vertical slits or something. Oh no, now I look like Voldemort. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's kind of not great. But you know, it made me laugh, and at the end of the day, isn't that what really matters? Voldemort sells his own hand to get back hair. Yeah, still needs nose. I mean, I wonder if I should try and kind of get a bit of a tongue in there or something, just to kind of make clear that that's actually a mouth. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay, right. Well, that's staying then. That's staying. Oh, thank you for the extra time, Jess, and the disable undo there. Hey, Anthony. I don't really know where I can go with this. Um, I wish I'd put in a background. Yeah, yeah, because Ferret always starts with background. You see, I've been paying attention when she's been doing this recently, trying to sort of get ideas for when I do it, and then I just panic. Um, all right, I'm gonna submit this. Got to keep it as perfect. Oh, okay, thank you. I'm gonna submit this, and then next one I'm gonna actually be like Ferret. What would Ferret do? Ferret would do a background. Oh, just as a slight aside, let me just see which of these is the right thing. Stick that up there. Just talking about interference being good for on surface. Just this thing I'm talking about. Oh wait, I should probably put me on here as well. There we go. Yeah, if you're on a tablet, you get this like Windows Ink thing here, and then you can press Shop for Pen Apps in the store, and then that like opens the store, and there you go. You know, interference 189. That's like what 4.9 that score. You know, we're pretty cool. Um, but yeah, it was Bunny's idea. She ended up tweeting Windows Ink for like every day for a year or something, and then eventually they put us in, and we get quite a lot of downloads from there. It was nice work. The other place we get a lot of people joining the game is from here, because Ferret brings a lot of people in. Perhaps not going to happen tonight. I don't know. You see, Ferret would have tweeted that this was happening, and I didn't do that because I was rushing at the last minute. Never mind. Okay, right, let's see what we've got next. Pool worker in swim trunks tests water by putting shiners. The melon that wanted to be a frog. Ooh, that's quite good. The melon that wanted to be a frog. Oh, okay. We've actually got someone called Watermelon in the chat asking for melon. I think we'd better do that, really, hadn't we? Hey there, watermelon. Watermelon, perhaps, actually. How's it going? So I might just have a quick bit of my drink while this is happening. Right, I'm going to be like Ferret. I'm going to do some background. Let's get a bit of sky in here, like that. Okay, the melon that wanted to be a frog. So, okay, well we'll put it on some grass. Oh, hang on, that's going to be difficult with melon and frog colours, isn't it? Let's put it on a beach. That makes sense. There's a watermelon going to be on a beach, and it's going to be wishing it was a frog. Why not? Why not? Hey, you know, we make the rules. We make the rules here. Well, I mean, you guys make some of the rules because you get to disable the palette. Okay, so now I haven't really thought this through because watermelons, they're kind of like light and dark, aren't they? So maybe I should have. Is that kind of what a watermelon looks like? I haven't had watermelon for ages. So, you know, maybe that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, I think maybe, would she do an outline around this as well? Now you see, it's when I'm concentrating on lines like this, like my actual drawing hand is, oh, they have light stripes. Oh, okay. Maybe I should have done the stripes all the way. Maybe I should have looked up a picture of a watermelon. Not that I've got any green now. Maybe I should have done a different type. Oh yeah, they do go all the way, don't they? Worms on a green cookie. It does look a bit like that. I can recover from that. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Right, wanted to be a frog. Okay, well, what I'll do is some more sort of like, you know, thought bubbles. Are they thought bubbles, thinking bubbles, whatever you call them? Sort of. Now you see, now I've actually put in a background. I think this looks way better than the stuff I've done already, done earlier on already, because it's actually a bit more interesting than just having plain white. Yeah, there we go. Okay. See, again, the problem here is don't really have much in the way of colour. No, that's probably a bit thick, isn't it? Don't really have much in the way of no, actually need to press the thing. That would help, wouldn't it? Yeah, I got in there before you pressed that, Anthony. Yeah. Okay, so again, I'm just kind of stalling here, hoping some nice person will give me my colours back, and I can actually do a bit more watermelon or the frog or something. I don't know whether to have the watermelon looking at a frog and thinking, oh, I wish I was a frog, or if I should just kind of draw, I don't know, like in the thought, like a watermelon with an arrow going to a frog, if that's going to kind of put it across. I should say, for anyone watching who hasn't seen this kind of thing before, I'm playing Interference, the drawing and describing game, which you can join in at playinterference.com. And the idea is it's a bit like a Broken Telephone if you're in the US, or Chinese Whispers if you're in the UK. Okay, well that's better than nothing. I'll get started with that. So players take it in turns to sort of draw and describe. So someone was shown a picture and described it as the melon that wanted to be a frog, and now I'm seeing just that description and I'm having to draw what I think that would look like. So I should clarify as well, can't actually draw, but you know, YOLO. Ferret and Bunnery tell me I say YOLO too much now after I heard some people say it, and so I just kind of say it ironically all the time. That's my excuse. See, now I can't do white yet, so I'm hoping I'll maybe get. Ooh. Oh no, no undo. It's a bit thick. There we go. It's probably better. Yeah, that looks kind of like a frog, doesn't it? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Um, yeah, I should say as well for anyone who was around for our show on Sunday, our interactive quiz that we do live and interactive on this channel every Sunday, 7 p.m. UK time. If anyone remembers me mentioning about Bunnery, Bunnery's still ill at the moment. She's got this chest infection. Maybe I need to kind of do that so it looks like they're actually kind of, you know. I might do the frog down here as well. So the watermelon's looking at the frog, and then it's thinking, oh, I wish I was a frog. Oh, in fact, maybe I should try and fix these up a bit as well. Oh, yeah, that's looking better already. But yeah, so Bunnery's still ill, unfortunately. His chest infection is improving a bit. She's got some antibiotics and all this. But, yeah, she's still coughing a bit. As you might have guessed by the fact that she's not here, because normally when we cover Interference and Chill for Ferret, it's normally both of us doing it. But, yeah, she's having a bit of a rest downstairs. It's one of those things where, you know, when you're ill, you just get tired really easily. But hopefully she'll be all back to normal by the weekend. Right, let me try and duplicate what I did up there. So I had a bit of a dark grey for the mouth, like that. Yeah, okay, and let's get a bit of a light grey for the eyes. Oh no, I could actually do white now because I got a monochrome palette. A grayscale palette. Maybe put a melon in the bubble, then an arrow at the frog in the bubble. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I was hoping that I'd get my dark green colour back, so I could do the melon with the dark green. But I mean, that's kind of all dependent on how nice everyone in the audience is feeling, because you're the ones in control of the palette. But if someone wants to press that restore palette button, I think it's probably cooling down at the minute with Hey Anthony giving me this monochrome palette. Grayscale palette, I should say. That kind of looks like a frog. I'm just going to redo the eyes of the one up here, just because they look a bit weird being grey. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that as a frog. You know, for someone who can't draw, I'm kind of happy with that. So yeah, I'm going to kind of plan ahead here, and I'm going to draw like a little sort of arrow here. Let's kind of sort of go like that. Green crab, yeah, of course. So this is the thing. So someone else will see this picture, and then they'll have to draw it, and they'll be like, "Yeah, watermelon looking at a green crab, decides to stab it with an arrow," and the whole thing will get more confused. But that's the point of the game. You know, we end up with all of this weird, confusing stuff happening, and then things just get really mixed up. So yeah, I mean, after this, I'll show a few examples so you can see the kind of thing that happens. Again, I'm just kind of stalling here. Oh, there we go. Right. Okay, I've only got that colour, but that's better than nothing. Let's get a watermelon in here, and then I'll hope I get a bit of. Is it really going to work that way round? I don't know. It's going to be harder to paint the dark colour around the light colour. Yeah, I would have preferred to do the dark and draw the light on, but you know, just in case. So I've got something down here. It's kind of the wrong shape, really, isn't it? Oh, and I haven't got any white to. Oh. Yeah, I do enjoy these interactive games, but my word, it's harder than playing the standard game where you don't have people messing about with your stuff all the time. Yeah, okay, now this is definitely going to turn into Watermelon Dreams About Stabbing Frog or something. But, you know, that's the point of the game. It's meant to get all confused. But yeah, so as I say, I'll show some examples after this, because it's always fun to see kind of where things are going. I mean, I don't know if that button's cooled down yet, but if anyone wants to hit that restore palette so I can get my dark green, that would be that would be awesome. Watermelon imagines where frogs come from. Yeah. So close to the arrow. I know, and I've got no undo at the moment, and I can't even just colour over that with white. Yeah, I shouldn't have put a big tail on the arrow. This was a big mess. Okay, right. Okay, let's just quickly sort of do that. I've got a little bit of extra time as well. Okay, right. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Here we go. Let me just sort of. That might help a bit. Thank you. That was good teamwork there. It was nice work, team. There we go. Let's sort of get a few of these. Yeah, I mean, that kind of works. Maybe. Waiting for the last 10 seconds. Yeah, yeah. I think I possibly could have done it without the extra time. I was just going to sort of smash the dark green on there and then grab the light green before the time ran out and just sort of try to draw it all as one stripe. All right, go on. Let's stick that in. I'm happy with that. And then let's go have a look at what some of this stuff looks like. Yeah, this is my awesome drawing that I did the other week when I did Interference and Chill. It's like the start of Friends, but in winter. Yeah, this is my favourite thing that I've drawn. I'll tell you what, I'll get it up in another tab, and then what's happening here? Why is nothing loading? I think I got to do some sort of database optimization somewhere. Every so often things do kind of slow down. But yeah, let me just find this Friends thing. So yeah, chilly sitcom. Yeah, I think it was Jess's idea, perhaps. So I didn't do this from memory. I found a picture of like that bit of Friends where they're sat on the sofa around the fountain, and I think it came out really well. This is probably the thing I'm happiest with that I've drawn in like the last 9 years. But then there wasn't time to do the faces, which is probably just as well because I would have messed it up. But I was pretty pleased with that. It was it was good. Yeah, I'm not joking about 9 years. We have been going a while. Okay, let me just grab a few tabs here. So 2015 was pretty slow. Yeah, I was working on another project, and yeah, well, I'll come to that in a moment because it's not an entertaining. It's a story. It's a story. So an example of a finished game. So someone put in. Oh, it's Ferret, in fact. Put in a duck under a bridge trying to get past a gate. So I saw that and drew this. So it's like a little confused duck under a gate. And then someone else, Sir Doyle, saw just the picture, and then they described that as duck ponders the meaning of a locked creek gate. And then Amvol drew that description. C minor described the drawing, and it gets kind of gradually more and more confused. Where mother duck's babies are trapped on the other side of the river. A duck inviting a chicken into the water. Chicken says nope. We kind of get gradually down to this. So the last drawing was Netkiss here, drawing duckling tries to convince chick friend the water is fine, and then it finished with Crystal describing that as duck urges nervous friend wearing an inner tube to swim in lake. So we got from duck under a bridge trying to get past a gate down to duck urges nervous friend wearing inner tube to swim in lake. Kept the duck, that's quite good. Why can I not see those? Why am I not signed in? That is interesting. Because I needed to run this in a different browser for my for my screen capture. Sorry, just give me one moment. Let me just sort of knock that off for a minute. Look at me being security conscious and actually remembering to I don't understand why that's running as separate tabs. Strange. Huh. There's something a little bit strange going on there. I don't know. Okay, well, I'll show you this one anyway. Yeah, look at me being security conscious and remembering to not show my my password there, or my email address rather. Yeah, this is one of the ones that we've just been doing. This is the someone's already described it there. My toilet one that I drew earlier. Hopefully this isn't going to be anything terrible. No. Okay, so it started with High Dogs putting in a minor inconvenience. So just me drew someone looks like a miner. They're in the middle of mining and realise they forgot their salad cream for their lunch. Trap miner forgot to bring his salad cream, so we've got like someone else down a mine here. Mine worker in collapsed shaft misses civilizatory amenities. Um, okay, so this is where the toilet came from then. Yeah, Amvol's drawn someone in a jam butty mine. Yeah, don't really know where the jam butty came from, but never mind. They miss being able to get to the loo. So that's where that came from. Allergic to jam butty, standing near the toilet. So you see, we're getting gradually closer to what I did. Must be the jam butty. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, peanut butter and jam sandwich, or a butty as we would say colloquially in some places in the UK. And so someone has seen this. Whitney Jones has seen my drawing, and they've described it as before going to the toilet and after. There we go. Lovely. So yeah, just catching up with the chat. Oh, in fact, yeah. Let me just pull my thing up here because I was going to tell you a very brief story. So yeah, 2014 and 2015 being a bit quiet for me. Yeah, we did our first apps for interference for the Windows Store in 2012. So everything was really busy 2012 and 2013. And then someone asked me if I wanted to work on this other project. It'll only take a little while, and it ended up taking about 2 or 3 years. So I was like really busy. So I almost didn't do anything in 2015. I did one drawing. It was terrible, really. But then I'm all back into it now. As Jess saying in the chat here, I went through a hard time first half of 2015. Interference was one of the things that helped me through it. We've actually talked about it in general anonymous terms. We've talked about this when we did a talk at EGX last year. We were saying one of the things people say to us is always like, "Oh, are you like are you making loads of money out of this?" And it's like, we don't make lots of money. We don't really make much money at all. But we occasionally get messages from people saying, I was having a bit of a tough time, and your game was a nice distraction for me. And we've had all kinds of things. We've had people who were suffering from agoraphobia and social anxiety. They were saying like, "Oh, I couldn't get out of the house. I couldn't talk to anyone." But actually, playing the game, I started posting a couple of comments on games, then talking to some of the people there, and then talking in the forums, and it gave me the confidence again to actually go out. Stuff like that is amazing when we get those messages. And yeah, I mean that's kind of like a nice one. I mean, sometimes we get things like, some really bad thing happened to someone, and so it's not really a nice story, but they say the game kept me distracted and helped me get through it, and we feel pretty good about that. People over profit. That's what we say. We'll probably be talking about more of this kind of stuff. If anyone is coming to Resd next month, we're going to be giving a talk on the Friday in the Fringe Theatre about interactive streaming. So Ferret will be talking about interference and chill, probably mention some of these things. But yeah, it's really nice thinking that we're actually helping people. Anyway, you're probably here to see me draw, so I should... Star Trek. I should probably get back onto that. So we got Make It So. That was a terrible Picard. Make It So. Upgraded to a purple chair. Or playing an Xbox game about dragonflies. Now you see, I actually have an Xbox controller here that we've been using for testing Rogue Drones, our other game that will also be at Resd. So at least I have something that I can use to use as a reference for that. Okay. Right, Xbox game about dragonflies. Now, I'm going to remember. I'm going to do some. I'm going to do some background because it looked way better when I had the background. Okay, let's sort of get that in there. This can be the background of the house. Should we go for like a dark brown carpet or something? I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go along. It'll be fine. Right, so we need sort of like a little TV kind of table kind of stand thing. Yeah, there we go. That kind of works. I think the angles are possibly slightly wrong there, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So let's get, no, in fact, let's get a sort of rough TV shape on there. And I should probably, put some legs on this so it's not just sort of floating in midair, because that doesn't really make sense. Oh yeah, look at me doing perspective. Right, let's get this down here. Okay. Oh, no undo. Okay, I can cope. I can cope. We go pro level. TV's on a stand. Nice. Actually, this looks a bit weird. I might just try and do an edge on that. Close enough. Right, an Xbox game about dragonflies. Okay, so I need to draw an Xbox. Probably should have picked up some black. Never mind. We'll do the game bit first. Right. So, a game about dragonflies. So let's say that these dragonflies, they're going to be kind of flying around near some water or something. So let's kind of get a bit of grass, kind of greenery sort of stuff in here, and then we can get a bit of water in here. Is it dragonflies that go near water? I don't really know what I'm doing, if I'm completely honest with you. I feel like that's kind of sort of the ongoing theme for this stream. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's all good fun. Alright, let's do some sort of reeds or something. I don't know. Are those reeds? Bulrushes or something? I don't know. Oh, I can't undo, can I? Oh dear. Never mind. Cattails. Yeah, something like that. This is going to turn into someone cooking kebabs by a pond or something, I guess. Yeah, what do dragonflies look like? I'm just going to look up a dragonfly. Because they're the long ones, aren't they? Oh, wow, yeah, that's nice. Oh, let's do him. Oh, okay, that's not actually the picture. Okay, right, so... yeah, let's get this sort of like... Get this kind of colour. And get sort of like a bit of a body going on here. Oh, wow, nice, okay. Well, I was going to do a multicoloured one, and it was going to be awesome, but, never mind. Never mind, we'll work with what we've got. I'll do this. And then... I think... You'd probably figure out that's a dragonfly, wouldn't you? Yeah, it'd be fine. Right, okay, so we've got some legs down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got black. Yeah, I'm just going to do the wings, I think. Although it probably looks like those are massive teeth. Kind of regret that, but, we'll have to go with it. We'll have to just go with it. Okay, and... Now, you see, I've just realised I've made an error here in that... the picture that I'm copying, it's actually not flying, so it has its wings folded back, which doesn't really make sense here because this one isn't stood on anything, but it'll be fine. You see, this is me trying to draw straight lines with a mouse. I'm all leaning forward now. Yeah. Oh, at least I've got an undo button now. Thank you very much, hey Anthony. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, so this has got sort of like a bit of a black bit here, and then you've got like a little sort of black bit here. I'll give him an eye. Why not? I tell you what I am going to do here. Oh, okay, I've got a full palette now. Awesome. I'm going to draw an Xbox here quickly. I feel like people would kind of guess this is an Xbox. I don't know why I sort of drew all of that out nicely, because I'm now going to colour that in, so you're going to miss all of those lines, and I'm going to have to draw them back on. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not really thinking this through. Right, let's get sort of like a nice dark grey here, because we'll keep this as like, where's my angle going to be? About there, maybe. Oh yeah, check that out. Wing looks a bit like grey steak. It does actually, like it's been on a griddle or something. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm trying to remember what an Xbox One looks like now. Okay, so we need like a little sort of Xbox kind of thing on here. You know, we might as well assume whoever is into the Dragonflies is kitted out with the latest hardware. You know, that kind of works. I need like a disc slot here. Oh wow, you know this is going to be. Oh, how much detail shall I go into here? Shall I put these like sort of vent bits on as well? I mean that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, check me out. Look at the detail level here. I guess these need to only go halfway looking at that. You see, you can tell I'm in serious mode now because I'm actually sort of leaning really far forward. Yeah, close enough. You know what we need? We need some sort of cable going up to the TV. Just in case anyone questions it later. Should probably do a power cable or something as well, but we'll pretend the power cables are behind everything. This is an Xbox One, so I don't need to draw a cable for the controller, you know. Playing Dragonfly Sims. Yeah, maybe I should draw a little Sims diamond crystal-y thing on top. Looks like 360. Yeah, the thing is, I've got a 360, so I sort of started drawing that. Xbox is white. I thought the originals were black. Yeah, you can get black or white. I might have been thinking of like the day one ones. Right, yes, a controller. Okay, oh, you see, now I've got a 360 controller here, so if I try and copy that, someone will go like, guy trying to play game about dragonflies uses wrong controller on his Xbox. In fact, I suppose I probably need to draw person. Okay, let's go for the old. I'll draw trousers, and then hopefully I'll get some more colours back. So we're trying to draw someone kind of sat cross-legged here or something, but I don't know how well that's going to turn out. Oh yeah, no undo. Yeah, why not? You know, we'll go hard mode. We'll go hard mode. Okay, we'll go for the old grey top again. This does actually look a bit like someone kind of doing yoga sat on the floor, really, doesn't it? Oh, no, I can't undo that, can I? Yeah, I should probably try and get hold of an Xbox One at some point. Oh, thank you, Jess. Should I draw me again? I know what I look like. Well, I mean, I say that. You saw that drawing a minute ago, so, you know, need a haircut at the minute. Got to get a haircut before this show, actually. Let's get a bit more stuff here. Another goatee. Nah, I'm just gonna go for the full-on beard again. Oh, pants, no undo. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll probably get a bit more sort of kind of hair going on here. I don't know if Ferret's actually watching this, but I'm sure she's finding it entirely amusing seeing me just make a big mess of all of this, because I clearly have no artistic ability when using a mouse. Yeah, close enough. Right, let's get sort of a hand on here. I guess I need to sort out these legs because they kind of look a bit weird. Right, hang on. Let me just figure out what my legs look like when I'm sat with my legs crossed. So what am I doing? Looks like a pillow. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right there. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Oh, great. Now I've got no black. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Right. Maybe we can recover this because I mean the knees should be sort of sticking out more. Maybe. Maybe I can kind of do. All right. All right. We can adapt. Improvise, adapt, overcome, or adapt, improvise, overcome. Let's make this into a bean bag. Let's go purple because you know purple's always awesome. And then yeah, grey shoes, why not? Now I do actually have grey slippers. I'm wearing grey slippers at the moment, so you know that seems legit. Yeah, I need to do this controller, don't I? No, I can't do it in black. No, let's just go grey. Let's go grey. Let's keep this a bit smaller. Yeah. Yeah, we should probably try and get hold of an Xbox One at some point because with all this mix play stuff we do, it would be really useful to have one to test stuff on. Because I'd love to get all of this going on. It's maybe a bit big, but probably work out. I'd love to get all of this mix play stuff going on Xbox, especially for the quiz, because we do regularly get people come in now saying, actually, I'm playing on Xbox, but it's not working properly. Can you help me out? And I have to be like, yeah, sorry, we haven't tested this on Xbox. But I'm kind of wondering if... Close enough. I'm kind of wondering if we... you know, if we're doing Rogue Drones for Xbox, it might be we can get a dev kit and that'd save us a little bit of money that we can spend on dev costs for things. Just plugging our stuff again. Yeah, we're making a game called Rogue Drones, which is about all the airport havoc that happened in the UK over Christmas. For PC at the moment, but might do Xbox as well if someone sends us some Xboxes. Yeah, I think that could be quite good. You can play it first at Rezzed next month in a fortnight. London Tobacco Dock, 4th to 6th of April. Tickets from egx.net/Rezzed. But also, I'm going to be showing some of it off after this stream finishes over on my channel. I'll kind of host it here so you can see what's happening. Oh, okay. Well, we're out of time there, so I guess that's how it's going to have to be. I'm quite pleased with the first half of this. I feel like this kind of went a little bit wrong. But I'm pleased with the Xbox, basically. Maybe the Dragonfly. Yeah. I feel like there is a bit of a proportion issue with the legs there. Yeah. Yeah, what I've realised is when you're sort of sat cross-legged, your knees kind of stick out further than your like your calves do. So the shape was just wrong, and with not being able to colour in the floor to get rid of it or undo it, I don't think there was a way to recover really. So hence just drawing the cushion. Yeah, I mean that. In fact, that was actually inspired by Watermelon saying looks like a pillow, and I thought, maybe they could be sat on a pillow. That could work. I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, alright. Okay, let me see what these messages I got popping up here are. Okay, no, that's all good. Okay, what time are we at? 22. We can probably squeeze in another 2, maybe. Yeah, Why not? Go on, let's see what else we got. Nonplussed with DST man returns noon to shop and runs off. Horton isn't hearing who's today, now he's Hannah. I mean, I'm just nonplussed with DST all the time at the moment. As you can probably tell from my accent, I'm in the UK, so we don't go to DST until the end of the month, but everyone in the US and possibly Canada, well, not everyone, because everything's different now. I don't understand anymore. But lots of people are on DST, and so times are happening at different times now. It's strange and confusing. Right. Horton isn't hearing who's today. Yeah, so this is Dr. Zeus, isn't it, I think? Is Horton an elephant or something? Yeah, okay, right. Okay, let's sort of base it roughly on this sort of picture here. I don't know. So got a bit of a brown kind of background here and some sky. Yeah, there we go. That looks quite cool. Okay. So again, just kind of basing this sort of loosely on some random picture that I've found on the internet. Let's do that. Let's just get some legs in here as well. The picture I can see doesn't have legs, but I assume legs are occurring somewhere. Horton isn't hearing who's today, now he's Hannah. I mean, I don't really know how to do that. I could just throw out a stereotype or something and like put a bow in the hair, or bow on the trunk. It just looks like some sort of really angry octopus here or something. I don't know. Of course, we know all about octopuses after the quiz on Sunday, as Bunnery did a round about octopuses. One of the things I learnt was that they're not octopi, they're octopuses. I always thought it was octopi. Right, okay, so now I've got some sort of big mess here, and I need to kind of get some lines on here so we can sort of see what's going on. So, what's Horton? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Some kind of elephant kind of thing. I think it's from a Dr. Seuss book, I think. Someone else in the chat might confirm that. But, yeah, they seem to be some sort of elephant kind of thing. I think there was a film, Horton Hears a Who, or a book or something. Z-Jack saying yes. So, yeah, they appear to be some kind of elephant thing with ears that sort of look a bit like this. Although they're actually sort of pinky orangey-ish, so I should probably colour this in a bit like that. But yeah, so there's this thing, Horton Hears a Who, but I guess today Horton isn't hearing a who. I don't really know what that is. Were the Who's people or something? Were they like a race of people? I think I might have seen a trailer for the film, but yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I read a little bit of Dr. Seuss's stuff when I was younger, but you know, Green Eggs and Ham and all that, but not this. I saw a little bit of the Cat in the Hat film. That was it. Mike Myers did that. Yeah, in fact, thinking about it, yeah, it was very Mike Myers, wasn't it? Okay, this ear's kind of gone a bit wrong. Let's sort of extend it down a bit. Yeah, that looks all right. Need to get sort of like a little bit of a mouth going on here, maybe. Yeah. I don't even know what this line was meant to be. It'll be fine. Okay, let's get a... This is going to be one of these things where I draw a face and it just ends up looking really distorted because I can't draw. Oh no, maybe I shouldn't go for that. Let's go for a darker grey rather than a black. Oh, thank you, Jess. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know how much extra time is going to help me, considering I don't really know what I'm doing. But I will try and do something good for you. So we've got some sort of eyelids. Let's get this here. It kind of looks a little bit tired. Yeah, I should probably throw out here, I'm actually really tired as well. That's one of my excuses for being worse than normal at drawing. With Bunnery being ill, she's got this chest infection, so she's coughing a lot. So basically, neither of us have slept in like 10 days. Obviously, I've slept a bit because otherwise, I don't know, you probably die or something if you don't sleep for 10 days, or go crazy at least. But yeah, my brain is kind of slowing down a bit. I mean, I would say it's bad timing with working on this game for this show, but I suppose it's technically good timing because if people are ill now, they won't be ill for the show because there's only 4 of us kind of going. So it'd be a shame if any of us weren't up to it because it's going to be a bit difficult then. Right, where do we go with this next? Okay, so we've got a little bit of hair on top here. That's not too bad. It doesn't look exactly like that in the picture, but close enough. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. Right, now in the picture that I'm looking at, I think he's sort of holding a flower or something. Just wondered about how to do this now he's Hannah bit. Yeah, okay, well at least we got some other colours now. Maybe should I draw this pink flower in? Well, yeah, alright, we'll go for the pink flower. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that if people think, okay, well this obviously isn't just an elephant because it's got weird hair on it, they might be they might search for weird elephant thing holding a pink flower, and maybe they'll find this picture and be like, oh, it's meant to be that kind of Horton. Yeah, now he's Hannah. I mean, I don't really know where to go with that aside from just going for like a pink bow just as a stereotype. I'm sort of thinking like Miss Pac-Man, that kind of thing, because Miss Pac-Man was basically Pac-Man with a bow, if I remember correctly. I wonder if I should go red actually to kind of just differentiate it from the flower. Sort of, yeah. This isn't really going to work, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't got any better ideas. See, as I say, there's all kind of stereotypes happening here, really. Who's to say Horton can't wear a bow anyway? Bows are cool. I mean, I wear bow ties sometimes. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit bad about this now, actually, like I'm perpetuating stereotypes. I was thinking to go the Hannah Montana wig route. Oh, yeah, maybe that would have worked. Should I throw a wig on there? I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm likely to make a bit of a mess of that. Yeah, I mean, I could kind of go for it. Oh, okay. Well, the audience has spoken. Now, I'm familiar with the concept of Hannah Montana, but I don't know which way round it is. Is the blonde the wig or the dark the wig? Not that it really matters. Maybe we should just stick a blonde wig on here. I think blonde would probably stand out more, wouldn't it? Yeah, okay. Wow, all that time I spent sort of doing the doing all that all that time. Yeah, what do we think? Maybe I should have kind of got like a little bit of a parting here or something. I see the undo button has disappeared now. We're committed. Okay. Alright. Looks like Julius with the elephant. I mean, I I don't know. I think that's maybe that's not too bad. Looks a little bit weird with the original hair there, but you know that kind of works. Maybe. I mean, isn't hearing who's today? I wonder if I need to kind of do something with that. Maybe it does look like a fork. Oh, maybe it's a comb. Maybe it's like a hair kind of comb clip kind of thing. That's my excuse. I'm just wondering if I should sort of try and do some earplugs or something to kind of get across the isn't hearing who's today. I don't really know how you draw an earplug, like a cork or something. A mute symbol. I feel like that's probably a bit too easy though. Do I dare risk this? Go on, let's have a little go. Alright, well that was meant to be a cork. Maybe I kind of need them in both sides. I don't know. That's not terrible. I don't know if I should have outlined that actually. Outline the other one, or yeah, okay, let's outline that one as well. Earwax. Yeah. This is going to be elephant wearing a wig, has massive earwax, and is staring at a pink flower. But you know, it's all good. It's all good. It's gonna kind of work, maybe. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah. Okay. I might just submit that. Go on. Let's have a go. Okay. Actually, what I should maybe just do quickly, if you give me a sec here. So I'm just thinking about doing a quick bit of admin ahead of this Rogue Drones thing later on. If I host this channel here, just in case I get people tuning in for that. There we go, just in case anyone's watching my channel whilst they're waiting for the Rogue Drone stream, at least they'll see me doing this. Rogue Drones coming in a little while, in about 5 or 10 minutes. Try and squeeze another one in here quickly. Poop scupper. Okay, right, someone went for that immediately. Just wondering if I should tell you the story about Amazon that's unfolding at the moment. I won't go into the details, but the gist is we ordered a litter tray for the cats from Amazon a while ago, Dave Cat and Grumbles, and it broke recently. So we ordered another one, and it turns out that it leaks slightly. So we got in touch with Amazon and said, hey, is there any chance we could get a replacement? And they have said, we need you to send the faulty one back before we can send you a replacement. And we've managed to persuade them to send out a replacement first, but they still want the faulty one back. And we're like, you do realise this is a used cat litter tray we're talking about. you want us to post it back to you? And they're like, yes, please, if you want the money back. So, I don't know. Right. Doc Brown's Back from the Future with blonde hairdo. Okay, so, right. Let's get some kind of tarmac down here. We'll do this at night, shall we? It's been a long time since I saw Back to the Future. But I'm thinking this is sort of like the bit, you know, there's like it's like the mall, is it? Like because it's something like, is it Twin Pines Mall? And then like the tree gets, something happens to the tree, and when they come back it's Lone Pine Mall or something. I don't know. In fact, rather than doing that, maybe I should do sort of a sign. Yeah, you know, that kind of looks alright. Hits the trees on the farm in the past. Yeah, that was it. So there's only one, yeah. So I remember the random kind of important bits, like the tree gets destroyed and the name of the thing changes. So, you know, let's kind of... I sort of remember the I don't know why this bit's stuck in my mind for some reason. Weird. Someone will probably get that. Oh, Ferret's here. Hey, Ferret, are you feeling better? I don't know if you've been watching all of this, but there's been some phenomenal drawing. It's been amazing. Oh, I really wanted those greys to draw my my car. Let's just get like a DeLorean. I had a sudden mental block. I kept wanting to say Tesla then. Yes, those of you who haven't joined us for Interference and Chill before, this is Ferret, who normally does this, but I'm just covering for her because she doesn't feel too well. Oh, good, you're getting some rest then. Yeah, trying to... I've got a scale issue here, basically, because I've... Okay, actually, let me... Yeah, there we go. That's probably a better picture to go for. Yeah, I kind of didn't really think of scale before I started this, and a part of the problem I've got is because the doors come up and over like that, and I haven't got a palette that would let me go for a different grey. It's going to clash with that building, so I'm kind of going to have to do this sort of pretty small. So like that's probably the gap where that door goes then. God, it's such a mess. Dragonfly car plays Pokemon cards but with trees. Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of losing my thread all the time here. So yeah, Ferret normally does this every week, but she wasn't feeling too well, so I've kind of stepped in at the last minute to have a go myself. Thank you, Ferret. That's actually kind of helpful because now I can do some wheels and things because I've actually got some different colours now. But yeah, Ferret normally does this and does a very good job, much better than I do, because I am actually pretty terrible at all this drawing. And I've just realised, you know, I kind of need to actually have a slightly three-dimensional car, really, don't I? Or that's kind of not going to make sense. All right, let's sort of just colour in there, and then I'll just kind of get a bit of outline on here or something. Oh no one do. Thank you, I appreciate that extra time. I think we're going to need that, especially considering we've got kind of like a DeLorean that has got a filled-in windscreen now. You know, you shouldn't be driving with that. Oh, thank you, Ferret. You're lovely. Okay, let's sort of put that in there. I mean, what we need really in the background, we got to get a little flux capacitor in there, haven't we? It'd be rude not to. Well, I've been playing The Witness at the moment, which is free on PlayStation Plus at the moment. Is the car backwards on the seat? Yeah, the whole thing's backwards. It's just a big mess. I'm just going to sort of do like, let's pretend there's a floodlight and it's making the glass kind of all shine up. This is terrible, really, isn't it? Yeah, I've been playing The Witness a bit at the minute, and then just drawing that flux capacitor has just reminded me of some of the puzzles on there. There's these ones that look a bit like that. Oh, Bunnery's here as well. Hey, how are you doing? Well, I say hey, how are you doing? I know how you're doing because you're downstairs, but hopefully you're feeling a bit better and the cough is improving. So yeah, as I've kind of said a couple of times here, everybody's ill at the minute except me. I'm kind of getting away with it. So hence me doing this instead of Ferret. This is actually quite a bad drawing of a DeLorean. I should also start saying now, if you are watching this on my channel over at mix.com/breadmower and you're wondering why this is happening instead of Rogue Drones, I'm just covering interference and chill for Ferret, and then in a couple of minutes I'm going to stop this and switch over to talking about Rogue Drones. If you would be so good as to bear with us for a few minutes, that would be awesome. Alright, let's sort of get some sort of... This kind of needs to look a bit more like a shop or something. Because I know some people might be here looking for this week's Rogue Drones updates, but I'm running slightly late. I do apologise. That looks like... Oh, I don't even know. If Back to the Future happened at a caravan park, yeah. So I need Doc Brown here now. Oh, I got no appropriate colours. I need a lab coat. Okay, extra time. Right. Well, that's handy. That'll hopefully give someone time to give me some extra colour. Maybe that would be cool. Maybe just while that's happening. Because I mean, I know he had like white hair, but I need... Oh, here we go. Cool, thank you. He had white hair, but I need to sort of do it blonde. So let's go for a bit of a lab coat here. Oh yes, I forgot to say, you've possibly realised this, Ferret, by the fact that my drawing is even more appalling than normal. I'm drawing with a mouse, as you requested. Because you said next time I do this I should do it with a mouse, and I'm following through with that. I don't actually remember what he wore. Okay, no, he had white trousers on as well. I think that might have been Back to the Future 2. The car is pretty awesome. Thank you. Yeah. It looked worse shortly, not so long ago. Wow, that was a really bad time for that undo to be disabled, as I drew a massive clown shoe. Oh, there we go. Oh, good times. Right, blonde hair. Okay, right. So, I mean, it's, he's kind of like a bit of the... It's not quite Einstein hair, but it's a sort of pretty kind of crazy, isn't it? Get a bit of... I think I've sort of gone over the top here, really. Benjamin Franklin. Yeah, it does look a bit Benjamin Franklin, I suppose. Let's get a little pupil in here. Okay. Oh no, I mean, I suppose what we need is a... I haven't really left myself room for this, have I? Oh, grayscale palette. I think I might be alright. I'm going to do a little speech bubble here. I'm going to try and get in a... oh, so hard to draw text with your wrong hand using a mouse. Great Scott. I'm blonde. There we go. Do you still have an E on blonde if you're male? Is it in English? I don't know. No. Okay. There, I'll leave that. Right. Okay. Let's just quickly sort of divide this up a bit. Make this actually look a bit like a lab coat. Close enough. Probably should have had some kind of bit of a kind of a collar kind of thing on there. Oh no, I have just made it look more like Benjamin Franklin now. That's not too bad. That I've done worse, possibly at some point in the past. Great Scott, I'm blonde. I quite like that. I got the flux capacitor in there. That's the main thing. I do feel like the Tesla. I keep saying Tesla. I feel like the DeLorean is a little bit of a mess. Maybe if I kind of get a bit of that. Yeah, there we go. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Does look a bit like an old Ford Mondeo or something. All right, I'm going to just go with that. I think. Unless is there anything I need to do on the? No. I think I'm happy with that DeLorean. There we go. Okay. There we go. So somehow 90 minutes has gone really quickly. Yeah. How does that actually happen? Oh, I need to refresh this. Oh, is this going to balk my thing? Oh no, it's remembered who I am. Yeah, just with running this in like an in-private thing in a different browser, it let's just have a look at some of the other ones. For anyone that missed the stuff earlier on. Oh, it's when I open things in a new tab it doesn't like it. Okay. So, yeah, that Doc Brown. Oh, okay, yeah, Kid Naruto. Yeah, Doc Brown with a blonde hairdo. Kind of see where that came from. So these are all in progress at the moment. Periodic table of elephants. Oh, I see. Right. Ah, hey, Anthony was in this. Yeah, there we go. So that's where, that's where this all starts to come into Horton. Anyway, there you go. So that's what some of those look like. If you'd like to have a go at this yourself, if you head over to playinterference.com, thusly, you can join in, and you never know, you might have to draw or describe some of those things. But yes, time for Rogue Drones now, so you will have to bear with me for a moment whilst I just stop this stream, log in on the other channel, and then start broadcasting over there. So we are going to be over on mix.com/breadmower, but if you stay here, I will host it on this channel as well. It'll all be good. But thank you very much for joining me. I will see you in a few minutes.